So what's been happening in Victoria? In today's video, we're going to talk about the 491 and 190 visa in Victoria for the past 10 months or so. My name is Tracy Chen. For those of you who don't know me, I'm an immigration lawyer based in Australia. I am the CEO and principal lawyer at Mason Chen Law Group. If you want to get in contact with myself or one of our fantastic lawyers or agents, our contact details are below. You can book a consultation to discuss your matter further. Now, first of all, I do want to mention if you want to lodge an expression of interest or a registration of interest to be invited in Victoria, you must score at least 65 points, be under the age of 45, and you must have at least competent English. The requirements are different for onshore and offshore applicants. If you are onshore, you must be living in Victoria to be eligible to apply. If you are living offshore, then you must be living outside of Australia to be eligible to apply. There's no specific occupation list for Victoria. They'll accept any of the occupations that are listed by the Department of Home Affairs or the 190 and 491 visa. And for the 491 visa, you must be living and working in regional Victoria to be eligible to apply. Now, we service clients all across Australia, and I must say Victoria has been one of the best for us, and it has consistently been that for the last few years, as far as I can remember anyway. So let's talk about some of the trends that I have seen. So let's talk about onshore applicants first. Now, to be honest, there has been a very broad range of occupations that have been invited, but of course there has been a lot of registered nurses, early childhood teachers invited under the 190. I must say I haven't seen any enrolled nurses invited under the 190, but most definitely under the 491, which is quite different from last year, right? Enrolled nurses were being invited for the 190. I haven't seen any trades get invited for the 190, but other than that, I've seen heaps of professional occupations being invited for the 190. So that includes your engineers, your IT professionals, as well as other occupations such as marketing specialists, accountants, public relations professionals. If you follow my Instagram, you'll see that I regularly post the invites that we get, and you'll see a huge range of invitations. What I have noticed about the 190 invites for onshore applicants is that they are inviting applicants with superior English and also applicants who are working in a skilled level 1, 2, or 3 job with high salary. Now, what would I call high salary? Now, most of our invites, their salary are 80K and above, but I think if you want to get invited quickly and you want to have a really good shot at this, I'd say at least 100K. So for example, we had an accountant working as a retail buyer making over $120,000 per annum. The applicant only had 80 points, so that's not really high. A lot of people can achieve 80 points, but the applicant was invited after 2 weeks. So I think that is a really telling factor. As for the 491, it isn't as competitive. I don't think superior English is necessary, but again, if you want to get invited quickly, then I would suggest getting superior English. Points are not too important as well. We've had plenty of applicants invited at 65 plus 15 points, and salary does not need to be as high. So for example, we had an accountant working as a chef making 60K per year, and the points were 65 plus 15, and they were invited for the 491 visa. So for the 190 in Victoria, you don't have to be working to apply. You just need to be living in Victoria. They will look at other factors. For example, if you are highly qualified, highly skilled, or perhaps you are doing a PhD, these are the things that they will also consider. But for the 491 visa, you must be living and working in regional Victoria, and that job must be a skilled level 1, 2, or 3. For the 190, if you want to claim your salary, then you must be working in a skilled level 1, 2, or 3 job. Now, let's talk about offshore candidates. Now, this is a very interesting one. Now, I'm not sure I've seen any invitations for overseas applicants for the 491 visa. If you've seen any or have any friends that had any, please drop it in the comments below. I would love to know. But we've had a few for the 190. Now, I think what they look at here is definitely superior English. They definitely look at the occupation, so they want highly skilled applicants in areas of demand and critical sectors in Australia to come to Australia. So I think they're picking candidates with more work experience. Our applicants who got the invitation, they had like 6 to 8 years of work experience in their nominated occupation, and I must say most of them were in the ICT and engineering field. I'm sure if we had applicants overseas who had skills assessments as registered registered nurse or early childhood teacher, they would definitely get invited as well. So that's just some of my observations this financial year. Now, do remember the financial year is coming to a close soon. We don't know when, but they did mention that it will close early 2024, but not to worry, it will reopen again in around anywhere between July to August, September 2024. So just a few months away. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.